whatever, this is the way I would product design it. I would probably go in at a higher value. Roughly around, I'd say about 25 quid, maybe.
Instead of 18 or 14?
Instead of 13 pounds.
Okay.
Yeah, or even higher.
Why would you do that?
Yes, I'll tell you in a second why I would do that. I'll tell you who you're attracting. There are many reasons when you are going at a low price, right? One of the things that you guys are doing when you're going at a low price is you are dealing with so these are your buyers, come in different kind of categories, right? This is probably the Rolls Royce category. Okay, this is your medium to average, your high to medium category. That's your medium to low category, and that's your low category. Your price is one of the most important factors to determine where you're going to position yourself in the market, guys. Okay, and that's extremely important. Now, do not forget ever what I told you about the perception of money in every person's mind is different, right? Typically, you can start to generalize that concept if you are reaching the higher markets. So people where more money is being spent, right? If you are going to, right now, you are at the bottom of the barrel, okay? Bottom of the barrel, we've all come from there, right? Problem with the bottom of the barrel is they are the people who are struggling with cash, typically, right? It has been very difficult for them to earn even that pound, forget the 13 pounds that you're willing for them to spend with you, right? So typically, of money and to part with that money, right, is more painful for the bottom of the barrel. Am I making sense? Okay. Now you're approaching perhaps people who are corporate professionals or others who do not have such big problem with parting with money. Yeah. So that's one of the deciding factors that you guys have got to keep in mind when you're pricing your product, or you're packaging your product, or designing your product. When I say design, I don't mean the outlook. I mean the perception of the product in somebody's head, right? So, coming back to the stacking and compounding, this is how I would work it. So, let's say I would value it at, I don't know, maybe 35 quid, 25 quid, whatever. Let's call it 35 pounds. Do you offer free delivery?
If it's a big order.
If it is a big order. So for 13 pounds, how much do they have to pay?
Probably around 250 to £3.
For me, it's already out of the picture. You see, I am paying about 27% roughly just for the delivery, right? If I am not willing to spend too much money on, by the way, just so you know, sorry, just to go back to the bottom of the barrel, people who are spending money, people who are not spending too much money online also have got other fears, right? So A, it has been difficult for them to earn that 13 pounds. B, they are thinking, oh my goodness me, can I trust her to give my 13 pounds, right? Because don't forget, the 13 pounds for them could be life savings, right? So there are other fears that are associated with that as well, okay? Without me going into too much detail, otherwise we're going to be here for another 2 days, I'd say stay away from the bottom of the barrel. I've been there. Okay, these are the same people, with all due respect to all of us in the room, including me, these are the same people who are the biggest pain in the necks to deal with as well. Okay, because when they are parting with the 13 pounds, but you guys know where I'm going with this, right? So, because when they part with those 13 pounds, they are almost making it look like they are doing you a favor. Okay, so it's almost like they are parting with 13,000 pounds, not the 13 pounds. Okay, that's another problem with, you see, it's all about the psychology, right? So you have to stay away from the bottom of the barrel. Even if you are selling dirt, stay away from that. Sell it to the rich. Doesn't matter. It's all about the mindset. Don't forget, I just gave you an understanding of the amount of time, effort and energy that you will be spending on getting Muhammad to open his wallet is exactly the same, guys. It's just your mindset and the mindset of the people that you're trying to approach. Do you see where I'm coming from, right? Mr. Abstract Art, you know all about this, don't you? Right? You could be selling it for thousands of pounds where it may not even make sense to the people. Right? It's a classic example. I'm not putting you down, honestly.
I've done that.
Hats off to, I'm telling you, hats off to you. You see, that is a classic example, right? The amount of time that you guys are going to be spending is going to be exactly the same. So it's all about your mindset. It's all about how you're going to be doing the packaging. Coming back to the topic, I keep on going off the topic. Stacking, this is what I would do. Stacking or compounding the offer. So I would price it, for example, at £35, right? Please don't kill me if I end up being the only buyer of your product in the world. But anyway, I would price it for £35, and then what next would be is I would include the I would include the pricing. Sorry, postage. Thank you. Shipping free. I would also perhaps throw in a freebie. Right now, I'm going to give you guys a very good example of this, which is actually going to blow your mind. Right, and I'm going to give you an example of some shops which are not far from here. Right. Are we familiar with, is it Hatton Gardens? Yeah. Apparently the place to go to buy jewelry, to buy diamonds rather. Okay. Do you know, I have interacted with a lot of shops over there, by the way, and there isn't a single shop, a lot of shops, by the way, are struggling. I mean, apart from the legacy ones who've been there, apart from those ones, all the rest of the ones are struggling because they've got a lot of family money, so they can perhaps continue with the shops and the rent and God knows what not. A lot of them are struggling. So when you go to buy a diamond from them, you're purchasing a diamond for £15,000. £15,000, guys, right? Hear me out. The funny thing is, they will keep on saying, listen, my diamonds are not selling because there's so much competition in the market. What competition are you talking about? Those other 200 shops have been there pretty much exactly the same time that you came into this shop. So there isn't no new competition, right? Okay. So I'm not sure what competition are you talking about. Number one. So that argument is out. So new competition, I'm struggling. Okay. But do you know none of them has got the common sense to product offer in such a way that it becomes more appealing, more enticing, more compelling to the buyer. Now, if I was to go, don't get any ideas by the way, but if I was to go and purchase £15,000 worth of diamonds, right, or a diamond, right, for my wife, if one of the shop was to say to me, listen, I will give you a gold chain free.
It attracts.
Okay, or I will give you, so what are you buying it for? Oh, actually, 10th anniversary of our wedding or whatever. Oh, hang on, I've got something for you. He goes in there, disappears for 10 minutes, he comes out and he says, how about this? A beautiful bracelet of gold, I'll give it to you for free. Now you see, £15,000 against £300. Common sense, right? Nobody's going to do that. Nobody's going to do that. So a lot of people do not have the understanding of how they should be making it appealing to the customers. Does that make sense? Another word that you guys need to also keep in mind is going that extra mile, right? Making it appealing, adding value, compounding, you can call it in my terms. All of this is meant to be putting what I call a positive expectancy into somebody's head. Write this down, please. Positive expectancy. Now, this word is again a very powerful word. Have you guys ever had a feeling when somebody calls you, right, or you're interacting with somebody? It could be a shop, it could be somebody you know, one of your customers, or it could even be a distant relative, right? So when the phone rings, sometimes you're like, oh wow, I'd love to speak to this guy, and you pick up the phone, right? And on other times, you're like, oh my goodness me, you know, I cannot be speaking to him because he's going to waste my 1 hour or 2 hours or whatever, right? We all get that, right? The issue here is, positive expectancy is about putting or instilling the feeling in somebody's head that you are the right person with the right product for you. So this should associate you with pleasure, not pain. Okay? So they should associate your entire setup with pleasure, not pain. Okay? So in other words, if they interact with you, they should feel good. How are you going to make them feel good? Well, very simple. Like I said, offer them more than what they were expecting. Simple. So they come in for a hat, right? By the way, I am not talking about buy one get one free here. I hate that kind of stuff. Please, that's different. You better not go home and start putting up offers like buy one get one free. I'll tell you what you should do though. You should increase the price of your product. Try it. Listen, it's all about testing the markets. Nobody has got the answer to anything that you're talking about, haven't you? It's all about trying and testing. So in your case, what I would do is that, going back to this, I would include shipping, for example. So now we are compounding. We are adding value, right? Can you perhaps do, what do you call it, customize?
Yeah.
Customize it, right? How about you customize it as well? If you customize it, how much is it worth?
It depends on the sizes and what kind of customization they do.
Okay. That's another thing which I have to speak to you about. But anyway, so you customize, okay? So you could perhaps customize with the message, right? Another thing is, what else can you do to make it more appealing for them?
Throwing something else with it.
Should not be the same thing though, ideally not, because that's when the buy one get one free comes into play. What can you throw?
Put some more decent pictures.
Sorry?
Put some more decent pictures, as much as you can.
Yeah. Put some more decent pictures, did you
Yes.
say? Are you talking about your scenario? Or
No, this one.
pictures. This is a hat.
Hats, yeah. Basically, if you put it on
If
eBay.
it's online, that's what you
Yeah.
meant. Like, high
Oh, you're
level.
talking.
I mean, like
Yeah.
extra
Right,
pictures.
you're talking
after
about
the
the
text.
display aspect.
Yeah, the
Sure.
sure. After the text, then you go like, no one does it. You put like 3-4 more closer pictures, so
Yeah.
it's more
Yeah,
appealing.
yeah, absolutely. That's how you would depict it. Yeah, that's how you would show it to people. That's right. What else can you add? Yeah.
I don't know, you tell me.
Okay.
I don't make willy hats, by the way. Because I think that's what you're thinking.
No. I'm thinking of any
Just the
product.
hat? Okay.
I'm thinking of any product. I actually, funnily enough, I should have thought of a woolly hat, but no, I didn't. Sorry.
Plus
So,
one more thing you can do, right? If you say like £35, okay, if you go on like heading, okay, it's like 45, okay, and discounted 10%, something like that, and then price is this.
Yeah, discounts again. I'm not a great fan of. There are ways of doing it.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. There are ways of doing it, but again, I'm not a great fan of. Another way you can also add value is that you can perhaps target market for special events. So say for example, if somebody wants to give a present to the son, or a son wants to give a present to the father, to the dad, so you can target market along those lines as well. You can nicely gift wrap it.
Yeah, I
You
do
see,
that already.
you do that already. Do you explain that
Yeah.
to people on that? So you're giving it for £13 with a nice gift wrap.
No, the gift wrapping is more obviously.
Right, okay. Yeah, you see, what I'm talking about is reversing the entire thing.
Yeah.
So you go out with a high-end product, right, and then you can throw in the freebies. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So from their perspective, the first thing they see is £35. Oh, bloody hell, that is expensive, maybe. And but then when they see what is coming in with the 35 quid, do you see what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's reverse psychology.
Yeah.
Try it, right? That's the best thing to do, right? In other words, when I talk about stacking or compounding, now I'll go back to my original example how I started. £10 for this marker. Who's happy to purchase it?
Have to know what's so special.
Actually, I'll put it for. Let's talk about £35. £35. Who's happy to purchase this? Yeah, you must think I'm mad, right? Okay, £35. Who is happy to purchase this? £35. You are? Okay. I will. But okay, good. £35. Nobody. Right. What else is on offer? £35. Who's happy to purchase it?
I'll steal it if you don't give it to me
You'll
for
steal it
35 pounds.
if you don't. Do you see where I'm going with this? So what you do is that I put the price at £35, and then I'm stacking it, until you hit your equilibrium. That's when people start to open their wallets and transfer the money over to you. Does that make sense? And you will find it. That's how you product design. Does that make sense? You do know what Einstein said about insanity. You guys do not know what Einstein said about insanity? Okay. Let me tell you what Einstein said about insanity. I'll say it in my words, I don't know exactly the way he said it. You keep on trying the same thing every single day and expect a different result. That is the definition of insanity. So, with all due respect, that's what you guys are doing, right? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, exactly the same product, exactly the same Instagram, exactly the same kind of people, right? It's not working. You're thinking next week will be better. You're in a fool's paradise, guys. It's not going to work, right? You will not be able to sell it next week or the week after or the week after.